Alright, welcome back to the third installment of the Late Night Podcast. Today, first topic we're going to be talking about is, I want to talk about, music. Because, I feel like my choice of music is, a little bit different than a lot of people's today. Around my age. Not to say I'm special or something, but, I don't know. A lot of people my age, I don't know. Maybe it's just the people I hang out with. Maybe it's just them who listen to the same type of music. A lot of people listen to Youngboy and stuff. I don't really like Youngboy like that, but I'll dabble in a little bit of his music every once in a while. There's a couple songs that I like, but I like to listen to a variety of artists for real. I went a little bit in depth about it on the first episode, I believe, when I was talking about how I like to listen to J. Cole and Kevin Gates and stuff like that. But yeah, I like to listen to J. Cole, couple albums I recommend. I feel like 2014 Forest Hill Drive was probably his best album. He had No Role Models on there, Wet Dreams, all that stuff. All those popular radio hits, and then he also had some ones on there that were a little bit on the download that people don't really like to listen to. And then there's For Your Eyes Only. For Your Eyes Only. Not bad. Twisted my word a little bit there, but that's a really good album too. A lot of people say that one's boring. But I feel like the way he structured it and the way it was made was actually pretty dope. Because if you don't know the story about it, it's about he's telling all the rap songs in the album and the point of one of his friends he knew growing up who was into gangbanging and stuff. And one day the dude who he's playing as the character, the gangbanger, went up to Cole and knew he made music and was telling him hey, if I ever die, make an album about me and so my daughter can hear it, but don't only show her if I die. If not, just don't ever show her it. And then at the end, the whole album, you don't know that. You don't know it till the end, because in the last song, For Your Eyes Only, it's a 7-minute track about him going in depth about how he loves his daughter and stuff. And then at the end, it's he's telling it in the perspective of J. Cole, and he's during the whole story, he's telling it as the perspective of J. Cole in that one song. And he's telling him about how it built up to his dad telling him that, and then how his dad, her dad loved her. And yeah, it was just a really good album. I liked it. I liked the last track, 4 Years Only. It was a 7-minute track, the last song. But and then Kevin Gates, I kind of just got a little bit more into Kevin Gates. I was always I always liked his music because it was always the really big hits that always came out, the what's it called, the Two Phones and stuff like that. I can't remember what the album was called. I think it was Islam or something, but that album was let me check. But yeah, my stepdad actually ended up getting that album of his, and I remember my mom used to play it in the car because they both really liked it. And I know all the songs in there. I'm pretty sure if you played me a little bit of them, I'd be able to tell you every song just based on the starting line, just because they played this so much. Isla, that's what it's called. But yeah, I heard that album, and my dad likes Kevin Gates too, but I didn't really know that until recently. But yeah, they were telling me about Luca Brasi 3 and stuff like that, and the new one that just came out in 2018, which I found out. And then I wouldn't go back. I went back and listened to that a little bit, but then I only liked a couple songs off there. And then he just came out with his new album. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's I Am Him or something. But yeah, I listen to that all the time. I like a lot of those songs, Fatal Attraction and the RBS intro. Those both go dope. Walls Talking, I know that was another big one that blew up. Bags, that one's a pretty good one. I like that one before because that one kind of got a little bit popular though, and I kind of heard it a lot. And then Facts, Facts and Walls Talking, and which one was it? Push It. He dropped those as singles before he dropped the album. I remember that because I remember everyone was talking about it, and a lot of people were talking about how they thought Facts and Push It were kind of the same sounding song. They sounded like the same song for real. And I could kind of hear it because out of all the songs on there, I don't know if it's just because I don't like the songs or just because I've heard them a lot. Those are probably the least favorite songs on the track. All the other ones I haven't heard that much, but I like those two. And what else? There's with Fatal Attractions. I heard like a lot of people like in the comments like some, because like whenever I watch like a YouTube video, if I'm listening to a song, it's on YouTube. A lot of people were like talking about like voodoo and how it like has to do with voodoo and stuff. And I'm like, I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Like, what do you mean? Like they were all talking about like the deeper meaning about it. And then I was like, okay, I don't know really about the deeper meaning, but apparently it's like some like with voodoo with like what like the like female blood, like they use like the blood and they like put it in like they food or stuff. And like in the song when he's talking about like how he's like falling in love with the girl, like almost like it's like an attraction, like a fatal attraction, and that's like the background of the song. But I'm like, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if like Kevin Gates ever went on record saying that, but I saw a bunch of comments talking about it in the comments. But like some people were also saying that it wasn't true. But I don't know. Another artist I got interested into a lot was, I always knew about him, but this dude named Ep.3. He really he makes, I don't even know what to classify him as an artist. He just makes a lot of different genres of music. You know, if you look him up and you see his picture, you can kind of get to see, because he kind of looks a little slow in the picture, but yeah, he makes pretty dope music. You know, it's just nice to like, I don't know, it's like really like, it reminds you like early like 2000s music, like that early like pop genre. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like something like that, but it just sounds cleaner. Like a lot of those songs, like they sound like really rough. Hold on, let me make sure I'm like, all right, there we go. I had to make sure I was recording with my actual mic. Sometimes my webcam, it records it with that mic instead of my actual like mic, and it doesn't sound as good, so I like to make sure that it's like on. But yeah, a lot of good songs by him. He just came out with a song like a month ago called Cash Machine. I don't really like that one like that, but I could see the message in it. He's like talking about like money, and like one of the lines where he says something about like golden grills to cover up your cavities, and I always think that's kind of funny, because it's like, I mean, people who have like the golden teeth, I mean, how do you like keep your teeth clean for real? Like, I mean, like you just brush the gold. I mean, underneath those is probably like a bunch of built up bacteria. I don't even know how you would keep those clean. But his song Miracle Man, I feel that's probably like my favorite song by him. That's a pretty good song. He made one called Hurt that actually got him into a lot of trouble with like YouTube and stuff, because he in the like end of the music video, he's like he plays a character, and he's like supposed to be like this 19-year-old rich kid who like is like a professional scooter, like he's like does scooter tricks, and that's his character. So at the end of the music video, he's like what is it called, like how Jesus was spread out on the cross, or he's spread out on a scooter, and his video actually got demonetized and age restricted because of that. Even though, like, you know, there's like plenty of other music videos where it's like they have girls shaking their butt and like half naked women inside the music videos that don't get demonetized, but like just because he had himself like in the same pose as like a cross on a scooter, like you could tell that was like this, like what, he got demonetized for it, which is crazy. But yeah, he's a really good artist. Hurt was the one that was in. Miracle Man's pretty dope. He's like talking about, and like he really like the things that he's talking about in the music video. You wouldn't think that's what you would think that would be what. It's like a deeper meaning to it. But like whenever he goes on the Genius interviews, he's always talking about like for the music for Hurt. He's like talking about like how he like it makes it seem like he hurt someone or something, and he's like he feels bad for it. But in reality, he's like saying that like, oh, this song was really, I made it because I got into a scooter crash a year ago and I broke my wrist. And I'm like, what? But yeah, another artist I like, you know, a lot of people like recommend me artists. Like I've been like, a lot of people say Earl Sweatshirt's pretty good. I mean, I heard some of the stuff, not even some of the stuff. I heard like the stuff he did on that track Odie with like Odd Future. And that song's pretty dope. I like that song. I like his verse too. And I like sometimes like in the middle of like the day I'll be like quoting that song too, out the blue, because it's just stuck in my head. But yeah, I mean, like, I could never really get into him though. Like whenever I listen to his music's just like, it's really bland. I don't know. His song Chum was pretty interesting too though, because it was a part about his like dad, and that kind of like stuck with me, you know. I feel like I kind of relate to that part. But and then there was another song like by Tyler the Creator. It's called Hot Tamales, and it's like a whole different song in the beginning than at the end, because at the end of the song it switches to like a whole other like video almost, and it's about like his dad. And then like I really like the second part of that song. The first part of the song is alright. I don't really mess with it like that. A lot of Tyler the Creator's new stuff is pretty dope though. I don't really mess with it. I more prefer a lot of his older stuff. But I heard like Flower Boy and Igor were like critically acclaimed, so a lot of people gave him good reviews on it. Alright, what's the next subject I want to go into? Oh yeah, well, speaking on the terms of music, I think I'm pretty sure I said it on one of these past podcasts, but I make music as well. You know, stuff's been going slow, but I feel like eventually it'll get there. You know, but for now I'm gonna just have to continue going with it. You know, if you want to like look me up, my name's Head Honcho on SoundCloud, uppercase HEAD, uppercase HONCHO. There's no spaces, it's just Head Honcho, or both H is uppercase. But you know, I like it. Well, Google Assistant just went off, but my bad about that. But yeah, I like to make music on there. You know, it's a nice thing that I like to do, and I got a couple of songs in there. I had a couple more songs in there, and my first song I had released had like 600 views and stuff, because alright, story time, because it kind of goes into this topic. But it was, I think, 7th or 6th grade, and we had to do our science fair project, and I had got mine done. I did mine on like cards or something, and like how many times you have to shuffle them for them to be sufficiently shuffled. I think it was like 8 or 7. But after I got done presenting mine, we were basically allowed to walk around and like look at other people's projects, you know, stuff for science. But I wasn't interested in doing that, so I literally took note cards to the whatchamacallit, the science fair, and I literally was writing my SoundCloud, which at the time was Little Green Bean 696969, and just writing my name out on like a bunch of different note cards. And I had like all my friends help me like write them out, and I just went like to every like one, because it was like 6. I was in 6th grade, because I knew, because it was like 2 upperclassmen grades. So I was in 6th grade, and I was having them all the 6th graders, all the 7th graders, and all the 8th graders. I was just handing them all out. And I remember I only had 2 songs up at the time, and my first one that I had released, that one was the one that had a lot of views, just because everyone had visited the account that day, and like that was probably the first song they saw and clicked on, which is kind of tough now that I think about it, because it kind of gave them a rough start. I should have kind of waited, but you know, it was cool at the time. But sadly I deleted it, because I feel like if you go on SoundCloud, if you look at my name on SoundCloud, and the most viewed song I have on there is a song I made when I was in 6th grade, that's like really bad. I recorded it off my phone. I literally played a beat off my speaker and then recorded it into my phone, so it was really bad quality and everything. So I didn't want that to be like the first song they went to too, so it would have just stacked up, and it would have been like, okay, this guy's kind of whack. So I deleted that song, and I just been uploading all my other songs lately too. I deleted all the other old ones I didn't really like that. The last one I have is this diss track that I made on my friend. We were doing it playfully, like a joke, just to get like views, because I know like people who liked him would come to mine to go see my diss track, and people who I listen to would go see his diss track against me, you know, and then it would kind of just gain views. So I mean, we did that, you know, it's a little smart. And then we made a song together too with his little brother, and then I dropped my EP sometime last year in the summer, and It's called Bipolar Emotions. It was like a little 5-track one. It would have had more, but it would have had 6 tracks. But I had an intro to it, but I deleted the intro because I didn't really like it. And then it had another song called like the what is it called? Like the So Gone challenge. I had dropped a So Gone challenge, and I was gonna put that in the EP too, but I posted it and it got copyrighted, which is crazy though, because I posted a Wet Dreams remix, which is literally like the J. Cole song, and that song is bigger than like So Gone for real, I'm pretty sure. And that never got taken down. Maybe because I used the remixed beat of Wet Dreams, because it was like, but like you could barely tell, it was basically the same beat for real. So that was kind of tough. It would have had 5 songs, 5 real songs, and 1 intro, but it has the song Wetback, Forgot to Mention, which is the interlude, Part of Me, and Wet Dreams. I feel like Forgot to Mention was I feel like that's probably a good song. I kind of did like more of a melodic sound in that one compared to like what I'm usually like. I don't know. I want to break my because I've had 3 names so far, like on this SoundCloud, which is weird because I really should just stick to one name and like stop switching them up. But I'm like thinking maybe I can do like a like you ever see how like Lil Yachty or like Eminem, like they have like alter egos, like got like Lil Yachty and Lil Boat, and then there's like Eminem, you got some Marshall Mathers, and Slim Shady. Maybe I'll do something like that, because I know a lot of artists who do stuff like that. And I'm like, maybe I'll have, because my name right now is Head Honcho. Before that it was Day Day, and before that it was Lil Greeny 6ix9ine. And I might just keep it a Lil Greeny and shorten it. So I'm thinking it's like, when I made Lil Greeny music, I was really young and I was making like really dumb, immature music. Like it was just stupid stuff. Like if you know who D-Banks is, or if you know who Ugly God is, I made music like them, like meme rap. And with Day Day, I kind of started trying to make my music a little bit more like lyrical, like more lyrical music, like J. Cole music. And right now it's Head Honcho. I'm kind of going to like first thing that comes to my mind, which is usually like violence, like a character I portray about violence and just stuff I see around in like Toledo and stuff. I see a lot of stuff on the news. Like I can go check my phone right now. There's probably some stuff that's happening, because stuff get posted on Facebook all the time. Like right now, there's the Lucas County commissioner. Our Lucas County commissioner's daughter got arrested outside of the Trump rally that just happened in Toledo. Because Trump came to Toledo just so recently, but our commissioner, his daughter just got arrested. So I mean, like, yeah, Toledo really doesn't have any chill. Like, we get stuff happening all the time. But yeah. So I'm gonna try to break it into like 3 characters. Like, I don't know. The album I'm thinking about right now, that I might just release another EP, because I've released like 1 song. I released 1 song and I made a song and I kept it private though. Rap song kept private was called Rap Game Phenom. It was a song I made, but I keep it private just because it was really like a parody. Because in the song I'm trying to like I made my voice sound like Blueface, so it's called Rap Game Phenom by Yellowface, just because it's stupid. And I'm Mexican, and a lot of people say I look Asian, and like a lot of people say Asians are yellow, so I made a yellow face just as a joke. But yeah. But I released that song, and then I released a song called Debut, and that's just I released that a month ago, and I really haven't been posting music like that. So let's see, when did I release Part of Me? Part of Me, which was part of the EP, was released 6 months ago. So Debut was my first song that I came out with in 5 months. So like that was a really big hiatus. I mean, Rap Game Phenom was probably made a little bit before that, but that never went public. That's still private to this day. But I don't know, I might make it public. But yeah, Debut only has like 19 views. Part of Me has 46 views. Forgot to mention the interlude that I was telling you I was a little bit more melodic. has 27 views, which is nice, you know. Stuff like, I mean, like, I get, my views aren't really consistent. Sometimes I'll get like for debut right now, I only have like 19 views, but these, also the Forgot to Mention interlude has been out. I mean, the Bipolar Emotion interlude has been out a little bit more. The Wet Dreams remix is my most viewed video other than the diss track I made, but the diss track I made is really old, so that's probably why. But the Wet Dreams one was probably my only most viewed one, just because it's Wet Dreams. It's like, you know, it's a J. Cole song. A lot of people are gonna be looking it up, and definitely if they like J. Cole a lot, and they'll look up like a remix or something, you know. But next topic, let's see what I got written down. Next time I want to talk about is like content I like to watch, like YouTube wise. Like, I like to watch let me go to my YouTube homepage real quick just to see what's on my recommended right now. A little tongue twister, but I like to listen to a lot of music. Like, a lot of my homepage is just music, but I also like to listen to like, I also like to watch a lot of like tech videos, or like fashion videos and stuff like that, or like tech related videos. Like, I did watch this dude named Teaching Men's Fashion, and I just like being subscribed to him for like ever, and like the way he dresses. But like, the only problem is like, he like gives fashion advice, but like a lot of the stuff doesn't like pertain to bigger people. Like, yeah, it just don't look right on me, so I just don't be wearing some of the stuff that he says. But some of the advice that he gives is actually pretty great. And then I watch a lot of like music making tutorials, because I kind of like want to learn how to do it. I want to be a producer too. I mean, I don't want to be a producer, but it would just be cool to know, you know, so I don't have to pay for beats in the future. If you don't know who 6 Seconds is, he's a pretty dope rapper. He's like a battle rapper. He's like a battle rapper, but he does like music too. And yeah, his punchlines are crazy. I think he's probably like the best YouTube rapper. You know, like people like consider him a YouTube rapper, because yeah. But I feel like he's probably the best YouTube rapper. Another rapper I like to listen to a lot though, that a lot of people don't know about, is a dude named Khan. It's Kaan. He's pretty dope. I mean, when I first got introduced to him, it was only because he made like really fast music, and he did like this is back when I listened to Eminem a lot. He made a remix to Rap God, where he was literally like he was just rapping so fast on like the whole song, and he made these songs called Concept, and those songs blew him up too. He made 2 of them, Concept and Concept 2. Those are both pretty great songs, to be honest. But yeah, once I went back and like actually like listened and tried to find some songs that I liked, he made this Uchi Wally remix, like the song by Nas, but he made a remix to it, and I started getting back into it. And like, a lot of his music isn't just fast music anymore. It's like actually like he actually has like really good lyrics and like punchlines and stuff. His song Honest, dope song. Like, I'll be listening to that all the time. Like, sometimes when I just want to have background noise, I put that on. He has a song called Zodiac. That's a pretty dope song. He's really aggressive on that song. And he has 2 songs that just came out that I didn't really look at. One that came out 2 weeks and one that came out 1 week ago. But yeah, this is just some of the stuff I watch on YouTube and stuff like that. But let's see, what else do I got going? Let's see. Well, I'm about to end it off, but before I do, I want to continue to promote my studio, and like how I offer studio time to people who need it. You know, if you or anyone you know wants to be like start early on their rap career but don't have anything to like do it with, I know how that struggle is. You know, being in Toledo, there's not really that many places you can go to get studio time. I mean, there really isn't. I mean, you can go to the library and like record in there, but you know, there's not really that many places to like record, because like nobody really raps in Toledo other than like Akko Sama or like Really Cole. But Akko Sama just like, his studio's supposed to be coming out sometime this year, and I actually live pretty close to that, so I might be getting in there too a lot often when that does open. So that's pretty dope. But yeah, I think I'm about to leave it off on that note.